Welcome to the Children's Church Overtime Show with me, Mr. Andrew. In this episode, you're going to learn how you can make your own prayer journal. Today, we're gonna have an activity to do. So, you're gonna need some sheets of paper, and you need a pair of scissors, or you need someone to help you cut. You're gonna need a pencil to trace with, a marker, maybe some colored pencils, maybe some stickers and stuff to do the craft that I have for us today. We need to spend time thinking about what's really in our hearts. Let's not say the same thing all the time to God. You know, when we pray, we should be praying about what is really on our hearts and what's in our minds at the time. And Jesus talked about that before he taught his disciples the Lord's Prayer. And he talked about, not just rambling on. But we really do want to talk to God from our hearts. And one way that we can do that is by journaling, thinking about the things that were on our heart throughout the day and what things that we would like to pray about. It's great to say the Lord's Prayer and to say that daily if we want, but there's other things that we might want to pray. We are going to make our own little prayer book. So you're going to want to get some sheets of paper, and we're gonna turn them this way, right? So we're gonna fold it on the long side. We're gonna fold it directly in half. So it's gonna look like a little book, right? With a nice crease in the middle. So we're gonna take that book like that, and we're going to take a pencil or a marker if you want. We're going to trace our hands. So you're going to have to lay your hand nice and flat. So we're going to take that piece of paper, and there on, what do they call this? The spine of the book, right? We're going to lay our hand on that spine of the book like that, right? And we're going to trace our fingers. We're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut this out. And some of you might need some help cutting, so hopefully your mom or your dad, or maybe an older brother or sister can help you cut this out, because you got to do it real nice and careful. So we should then have our nice little book here, right? And I did 2 pages, maybe you did more. And if you have, well, I don't have it with me, but if you have a stapler, you can ask your parents to staple that, so it holds it in place. Or you can punch some holes in it and tie a string through the holes, and that would hold your book in place. However you want to do it. But that's what you should have. You should have nice prayer hands, right? It looks like someone praying to God. But then you want to get some markers maybe, or some colored pencils, or whatever you like to decorate with. Glitter and glue, really anything you want. decorate this booklet however you want. And like I said, we can write prayers in here. Maybe I want to write the Lord's Prayer so I can remember it. Maybe you want to ask your mom or dad to look that up in the Bible. Now let's look at our prayer journal. All of our hands are different. They all started really with the same material, right? A piece of paper. Maybe we all use the same thing to decorate with. But, that's like our prayers. All of our prayers are different. Jesus taught us to pray a prayer known as the Lord's Prayer now. But God hears from all of our hearts individually, even when we pray that prayer. So whenever we come to God, He hears not only the words that we're speaking, but He hears the words that are on our hearts. He hears those prayers that are deep inside of us. And we thank God that He can hear all the prayers, whether we write them down in a book, or we speak them out in church, or we say them in silent in the privacy of our house. God is hearing our prayers, and He hears our prayer today. So I'm going to close with this prayer that I'll pray with you. Let's pray. Lord God, we thank you. We thank you that we can always talk to you about whatever it is that's on our hearts. In Jesus' name.